leave it up to me to be unprepared. Hold on. Right. Disgusting. Hi. Hey. Hello. I'm getting a message. The message is you're a bad bitch. And I'm a bad bitch too. Okay? Yes.
Well, yes. Okay.
Hi. Hello. Welcome back. Please have a seat on the couch if you're queer, on the floor if you're a straight person. If you're cis and straight, sit on the floor. Anyways, basically this episode is going to be a draw with me. It's going to be a rant / a draw with me. So I'm going to rant on this side, but on the other side, you're going to get slight little video transitions to me doing an entire draw with me. So I'm going to tell you my immediate drawing idea. Later on, after that, it's going to be girl. But later on, after that, it's literally just going to be me, you seeing me kind of like draw in kind of like a time-lapse speed. So I'm just going to show you the sketch idea that I have, essentially. Oh, yes, by the way, disclaimer, I am very sick at the time of recording this. So if you hear me sniffling or coughing, much like that. Get that! Much like that. Disregard it. You ain't hear nothing. What matters is that I'm still pumping out this content for y'all. And that's on what?
What?
Right. Anyways, so I have a sketch idea. I've been working on it for a while, but I can't seem to get my hand on it. It's a very like, I guess serious idea you could say, but I need to make it less serious. In the sense of like, I need to make the process of it less serious. I need to like stop like idolizing the idea that I have in my head and just get it out. So that's why I'm recording this, because it's something that like I want to get out of me, but it's also something that I feel like I'm going to try and perfect it too much if I don't just reveal it to the world immediately. So here's the idea. I'm going to show you right now if I can pull it up. So this is the idea. You probably won't be able to see this closely enough, but that's basically the idea. I'm going to include a picture right here, a close-up picture so that you can see, because I want you to get a feel of what I'm seeing, right? Real quick, Zion, let's zoom in to the sketch idea that I had, okay? Now that we're zoomed in, let's all sit for a moment, and I want you to be in my world with me, okay? I need you to be in my world with me, in my mind, in my head, okay? So here's the idea. There is a lady. Is she a lady? Well,
You lie! You lie!
she's more like a goddess, okay? And I'm kind of thinking she's the goddess of change. And the reason why I say that is because I said this in my previous video, but I was going through a really crazy time. I kind of still am going through a really intense time. But it feels like a transition. And so I was like, okay, let's just like try and see what kind of art that I can make out of it. And so one day I just was like on the train and I was like, okay, let's see what I can make. And I started making this like really cunt like lady. She's got like, I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like either a toothpick, a really wide toothpick, or
a cold cigarette to ease the pain.
Or a cigarette, like a big cigarette in her mouth. And I was like, this is speaking to me. She's giving, first of all, she's giving. And she's also speaking to me. So I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what I'm doing with her. So I made her front face and I was like, okay, period. She's giving, I like it. It's giving what it needs to give, okay? Then I made the side profile. I was like, okay, this is actually a character that I really want to flesh out. And so then I made this little like thumbnail, put it right here again, this thumbnail of like this scene of like this woman, this goddess, walking away from this person who has kind of like had her mark of change. She's kind of used her ability to enact kind of like such a wild transformation process on this person, and this person either has to survive it or they die. That sounds crazy, but honestly, I had that vision and I was like, the juices are flowing. The juices are flowing. Yes, got to be. And then it stopped.
But then they didn't.
And so I was like, okay, well, fuck. What am I supposed to do? So I kind of like delved deeper into it, started to like work out who she is first, and then what exactly I was going through so I can figure out what is going on in this scene. What I'm picturing this lady she is the embodiment of change, right? She goes around to people, and when she feels as if they need change, she forces it out of them. But not all the time is it needed, not all the time is it wanted. Yes, Ryan. Not all the time is it wanted, and so sometimes the transformation process does not work as it should. And this causes the subject, the person, to die due to how heavy or how intense the change is. I think it's a really cool concept. And so I was like, okay, what could she do to this person to like enact the change? Not just the mental, but also the physical change. And I was like, okay, what is a symbol of change? So I looked up symbols of change and I got the snake. Immediately, stuff started rolling throughout my head. And so I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is amazing. This is really gonna fit my setting, my story. And so I was like, okay, so we got this lady, this girl, this woman, this goddess, this cunt lady. And she's walking away from this person. This person has a snake wrapped around them because she's kind of like, you need change. Like literally, you need change. And she walks away. She walks away cuntly. She's not a hopeful goddess. Okay, let's start there. She's not very hopeful. She's very doubtful is the word. She's very doubtful in the sense of like, she doesn't really think that most people are wanting the change, because she's just like, well, if they want to change, they would have changed already, if that makes any sense. She's like, if they wanted change, then I wouldn't be a goddess. Like, I wouldn't be here. Like, if it came as naturally as like, you know, them breathing or them waking up in the morning, then I wouldn't be here. So she's just like, I'm here to give you what you need. Yes, I'm here to give girls what they need. And sometimes they die. And so she's just like, you know what? She's already prepared for the person to die. Thus, we get this lady's cunt-ass outfit, okay? It's giving very much funeral. It's giving very much funeral. Yes.
Ladies' restrooms for sure. And just brush up in the morning, just to make sure we got everything covered.
All
right, that's it.
So I saw a picture. I was looking up funeral home, like black girl outfits on Pinterest. And I saw this picture of Cardi B. And she was literally like walking down the street. And the girl was living. I was like, oh my God. She looks so beautiful. And so I started playing with that idea of just like really, really, really nice like funeral outfits. Funeral home, death but make it con. Like death but make it couture. Like, yes. So yeah, I thought of that and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do that. We're going to make her into a really beautiful like goddess. Death can be beautiful. Like, yeah, death can be beautiful. And so she's prepared, she's dressed like she's literally going to a funeral or like to a wake or something. And sometimes her subjects do die, sometimes they don't. But she's prepared for disappointment. And because I think the thing is, she's seen it so many times. People have died more than they have transformed from such a stark change, you know? And I think that's kind of the reason why she's dressed like this, is she's not very hopeful that, you know, the person is going to make it out alive. Her snake is something that I also want to design. It's got to be big enough to wrap around a human body. So immediately we're like transcending the normal form of a snake. Okay, period. I also kind of do want to play around with the idea of making the snake look as if it's also going to the funeral. So I'm thinking maybe, like, you know how like people have like those like lace things, maybe we can do something like that on the snake. It's an ambitious idea, but I think it could work. For this video, I'm literally only just hoping to get out some really nice sketches, and I want you guys to really tell me which idea you're kind of like feeling more. So I'm probably just gonna sketch out a bunch of ideas, then I'm going to find which ones I actually really like. In the next video, we will actually finalize her design, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't, and then we're good to go. And then we'll make a final piece based on it. I kind of really like doing a draw with me in this way because it involves you guys, one, and two, it helps me get it out of my head. Like, I end up making it such a big thing in my head when it's just like, girl, just draw.
Just do the damn drawing.
And so that's what I'm gonna try and do. We're just gonna draw. So this is like video 1 that we're gonna do. The next part will like really go into some more stuff. Maybe I'll actually do a live, like real-time draw with me with my friends and stuff like that. I think that might be what I do next. But this part, I'm just gonna explain kind of like why I wanted to do this while I get out some sketches. So I just want you to get a feel of what we're looking at, and then I will include the end products at the end of this video. The reason why I decided to sketch out this concept in general is just because I felt like I am going through a really rough transition process right now. And I'm calling it a transition process because it feels very different from what my life was before. In the sense of like, I literally just feel like so much shit is changing in my life, and I have to just like tuck my head and just roll. I'm rolling. Like literally. I'm literally fucking rolling down a fucking hill. And I have to just endure it until I reach the end. And there have been a few moments where I've just been like, oh, this is it. And it's like, girl, no, we were just stopping for a second. We're rolling again. We're like, I need a break. My mom is moving. My job is getting on my nerves. It's getting on my fucking nerves. Bad. I feel very much more in charge of myself. More aware of the decisions that I'm making. I feel more ambitious in terms of like wanting to help my community out, which is why I'm doing YouTube in the first place. All of this is just coming at such a really interesting time. I don't know why it's coming now, but it definitely made me put things into perspective and be like, okay, well, clearly I can't do as much as like, you know, a billionaire can do, but I can do what I'm able to right now. So I take part of my day to do what I can to shift my reality to what I want it to be. And I think slowly but surely I will come out of this transition process, but there's no use in trying to force it to end. I think if I force it to end, then I won't end up with the outcome that the universe has in store for me, if that makes any sense. So right now I'm just rolling. Like, I literally feel crazy as fuck, but it's okay. I could be doing worse. I'm still housed, I'm still fed, I'm still financially stable, yes, and I'm still a bad bitch. So really, how bad could it be? I'm a little sick right now. Maybe that's part of the transition process, but whatever. I definitely feel really crazy. But I would rather feel this way than feel like I don't have any direction. At least I have a little bit of intentionality about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I say all that to say that I feel like the goddess of change, Lady Change if you will, has put her stamp onto me, and I feel very much like the person in my sketches that I'm drawing who is wrapped around by this symbol of change. And I need to figure out if I'm going to either kind of like accept the pickle juice.
But had I accepted the pickle juice, I would be drinking pickle juice right now.
I kind of feel like I'm like cornered on if I'm going to take this change and make something out of it, or lie down and die. And so I'm choosing currently to have some intentionality about what I'm doing and how this change is happening. I can't control what happens to me. I can only control my actions. I just thought I would sketch about it because it makes me feel a little bit less crazy. In the long run, I'm going to be able to look back at this video or this series of videos and be like, yeah, that made so much sense. I'm glad that I just even documented the process. And so that's what I'm just doing. I'm just documenting my process. And that's that on that. So with that being said, I'm going to leave the amount of sketches there for right now. The next video will probably be me doing a draw with me with my friends, because I kind of want their input as well. After that, we're going to take all of this, all of these sketches, all of their input, all of your input, and we are going to make a final product. I'm actually really excited to see how it turns out. These is what the sketches turned out to be. I would really like for you guys to let me know which sketches are speaking out to you, but also I want you to let me know if there is an idea that you think I could emphasize or something that I could do to enhance the vibe of this, because I don't want it to be very blatant, like in your face. I kind of just want it to be like, the girls that get it, get it. If you watch my videos, you'll get it. I think that'll be really cool. Let me know. Please comment. Also like the video. Also subscribe. And also follow me, because I feel some energy that's telling me that you haven't subscribed or liked or commented yet, and it's really making me and my homegirls feel some type of way. But I digress. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for visiting. Come back again. Don't talk to strangers unless they give you money. You heard me. And have a great, 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 great day. Goodbye.